bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Even though brain tumors are said to be on the rise, it's not the first thing people or the medical community thinks of when the symptoms present themselves, at least until now. Hello again, and thanks for joining us. I'm Carla Showell-Lee, and you're watching Comcast Newsmakers. In the studio with me this hour is Chris Grundner. He's the president and executive director of the Kelly Hines Grundner Brain Tumor Foundation, and today we're talking about their awareness campaign. Thanks for joining us today,
Thanks
Chris.
so much for having me.
Nice to see
Great
you.
to be here.
You know, you're talking about the brain tumor community and raising awareness. Where are we in that journey now, would you say?
Well, I think we're just really beginning, to be honest with you. When I started this organization 3 years ago, if you sort of did an analysis of the organizations that are out there serving this community, most of them were focused on research. And research is really, really important, and it's a long-term key to success. But no one was focused on awareness and education. And that's the gap that we're trying to fill. And so for the last 3 years, we've been putting together a movement, the Get Your Head in the Game movement, to try to address that need.
All right, and we're going to talk about that. How are you in your healing process, even with your wife's untimely death of a brain tumor?
Well, I'll tell you what, for me, this is a leap of faith and following God's plan for me. And I feel like I've healed a lot through this and really made a lot of sense of her passing, that this good wouldn't be coming about if she hadn't passed. So hopefully we're turning something positive out of something very negative.
And alert people, if you will, just quickly on the symptoms that people might experience.
Well, in my wife's case, her symptoms were beginning with headaches. And everybody gets headaches, so it's sort of a common symptom. But these are migraines. These are types of headaches that are severe and chronic. And she would go to bed at night with a headache and wake up in the morning. Dizziness, blurred vision, nausea. Those are some of the common symptoms, and it's one of the facts that we're trying to get out there is to educate people about these symptoms so that they can be advocates for themselves.
You just came off a very successful walk back in May.
We did, thank you.
And now you're moving forward with this awareness campaign.
We just launched actually the Did You Know awareness campaign, and we're very excited. I think you might have a still shot of it, but it's to educate the public about 6 facts that we think everybody needs to know about brain tumors. And it's a 3-month campaign, September, October, November, right here in Newcastle County. We're really excited about it. It's multimedia. We're using billboards, radio, newspaper, magazines. We're going to be at the train station. We're going to be on buses, internet. It's going to be great. So I find it hard to believe you could live in Newcastle County and not become aware of this disease.
Right.
And that's really where we're starting right now. Is ultimately we want to educate people, but right now we just got to get it on their radar. It's not even on people's radar.
Yeah. And how are you able to fund it?
Well, thank God to the wonderful supporters we have right here in Delaware. At our walk, we had over 2,000 people show up. We raised about $200,000.
Wow.
So a lot of the money came from that walk, but we also partnered with the state. The Department of Health and Social Services gave us money for this campaign. So thanks to their partnership.
Right. What's your long-term goal? What's the next step for the organization, would you say?
Well, the long-term goal would definitely be to prove that this campaign is successful through this pilot, and then launch it, roll it out statewide. That's our goal for 2009, and if we can do that, ultimately we can go nationwide. We want to try to build a replicable model if you can.
Right.
We're where breast cancer was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
People were unaware about that disease, uneducated about the disease. There's actually a gray ribbon for brain tumors. People don't know that, so we've got a long way to go to do what the Komen Foundation's done for breast cancer, but that's really the goal. We want to become a national organization with a national message, and that's the only way we're really going to be successful against this disease.
And reiterating the fact that you still need research done.
Absolutely, and that's the benefit of this. Not only will awareness and education help people get diagnosed earlier, it'll also bring more people to the fight. So the walk is a great example. We had about 1,500 people who had never done anything with the brain tumor community before come out. 1,500 new people. We had about 2,000 people there. And they were coming up to me and thanking me. They had lost their father or their brother or their sister and wanted to do something but never had the chance. So with the walk, they had the chance. They came out with teams and put programs together, teams together for the walk, and it was a fantastic, successful event. But now they're engaged in the cause.
Right.
And so for me, I don't care if they come to our walk or go to a walk in San Francisco. As long as they come out and get involved, there'll be more money for research and other organizations and programs they're doing.
Very important campaign. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks
nice
so much
to
for
see
having
you,
me.
Chris. All
Good to see
right.
you.
This hour's newsmaker, Chris Grundner. He's the president and executive director of the Kelly Hines Grundner Brain Tumor Foundation. I'm Carla Showell-Lee for Comcast Newsmakers. Thanks for watching.